Look at David Rhodes there, the injured young man. Again, 3-year starter at guard. And question is, how does this Lake O-line respond, losing such a key part of their line now? They have a second down and about 5. Give is to Drayden Owens. And Owens responds with a nice run. Drayden spins and makes a beautiful run there. Shows a little bit of what he can do. He is a human highlight reel, not to use the Dominique Wilkins term from back in the day, but he truly makes plays, Elmer.
Watch this spin here. Good move.
Gained a couple of extra yards there just at the end. First down, toss Owens, Drayden on the outside, jukes Drayden. Drayden Owens, he's dangerous, watch him go!
Big flag.
Across midfield, but a flag flies in. Talking to Coach DeGeorge this week, we asked him about Drayden, and he said he's gifted with such great vision, and he said this past offseason, he really bought into the weight room and really bought into trying to add some muscle to what it is that he does. And that shows on a run like this, Elmer.
Well, he's quick.
He's quick. He's almost twitched.
Almost.
Flag there against Lake.
But they still got picked up 5.
We're still with decent field position here.
Is it first down?
It will be first down and
5, 6.
5 or 6. Owens stays in the backfield. That is Drayden. Drayden
picked up 3.
Now, big reason why Hoover has struggled defensively at stopping the run is they're missing their Mike linebacker, Ryan Pruzanowski. I saw him coming in tonight on a cart, and he injured his ankle, and he was their Mike linebacker. He had 51 tackles just through a few games ago, and when you lose your Mike linebacker, Elmer, it really hurts.
Your leading tackler?
Yeah, absolutely. Second down here, second and short. Garrow in motion, and before the play, a flag. Ball start.
Wow.
Appears as though the sound system at Lake needs some work to be done. Someone has something overmodulated there. Nice crowd, though, gathered here tonight. Fence is lined across the way, and that Hoover sideline is really filled in. And fans below us here at home in Hartville. 2nd and 8, though. Man in motion, keeping is Jake Eccles. Nowhere to go there. Nice defensive push again. Leading that charge was the linebacker in Cam Bowen.
I think he would have been better. If he would have gave that, I think we would have had a better football player. That was pretty well blocked.
Well, and again, Lake pressed to go to the air maybe here, where Eccles is only completing 47% of his passes. He's only thrown 3 TDs all year, just 3 interceptions all year as well. They've been challenging him recently, and he's back to throw. Eccles underthrows it.
You know, Lake moved the ball there a few plays. Now can they stop Hoover?
Aaron Phillips was the intended target there.
Now they got to see if they can stop Hoover.
Well, if Hoover scores here, they could really take early advantage in this game.
Yeah.
But Hoover led last week early on against Perry. So they've been no stranger recently to starting with the lead. And Fedor kicks it again here. Tornow now the one returning it, and it takes a Hoover bounce. You know, it's interesting, Elmer, because Hoover this week can gain so many playoff points. Coming into this game, they're 10th in Region 5, whereas Lake would be in the postseason today. And with Lake having Perry next week, our next game on TV, they still have an opportunity next week to pick up playoff points from another team. So this is truly almost more of a must-win for Hoover.
Well, I know this is not possible, but for both teams, I think it's a must-win. I really do. Can Lake beat Perry?
It's a good question.
You know,
it's going to be a lot of running in the football.
Then Hoover has Jackson at the end of the year, which is going to give them a ton of points.
If they can pull the win there.
They're Division I and Hoover's Division II. They're going to get a lot of points if they can beat Jackson.
Gain of 1 on first down there for Adam Grigualo. 2nd down and 9 to go. Ashby wants to throw.
Whoa!
Graham was there, but it was almost picked off.
Very nice play by 36.
Nick Marikoki, the middle linebacker.
The kid with 5 vowels.
He almost broke on this play just in time, Elmer.
Yes, he did. Boy, if he picks that, it's a touchdown.
There's nobody within
30
5 yards of him.
30
yeah.
yards.
He's going to go. Would have been just his first interception of the year. Could he have gotten his paws up there?
He got his paws up there. You just didn't have him stick them on him.
Ashby on a 3rd and long now. Back to throw. Pressure coming. And he goes down. Nick Marikoki, the leading tackler and the middle linebacker. This is a nominee for our rock solid play of the game, brought to you by Friends and Family Credit Union. The junior linebacker shows out on this drive.
Nice tackle.
2nd sack of the year. That's exactly what they needed too.
Good series there for Lake. This is going to be a good football game.
It has the makings of it.
It's going to be a good football game.
Volas will kick it deep now.
Lake should get good. Oh.
Bryce Snow back deep.
Catch the ball.
And it takes a Hoover bounce. And Lake's going to have a pretty decent length field to go here.
One of my pet peeves always was catch the football. They lost 13 yards after that ball hit the ground.
It's the little things, isn't it?
Yep.
And those are what keep coaches up at night, right?
Yep. Just catch the ball.
Is that why the gray hairs came in earlier than you wanted them?
I had these at 21.
I have 1 or 2, but for other reasons.
All right, let's see what Lake can do here.
Sean Michael James now in the backfield. His father, a former Malone standout, actually. Trey Owens in motion. Fumble, ball is loose. And does Hoover have it or does Lake have it? Lake falls on it.
That's Sean James' boy?
It is.
He was a good line. He was a tough kid too from Akron.
Didn't look that snapping, yeah.
Never got the ball.
2nd time that team has been lucky to fall on a play like that. Well, so far, question of if Jake Eccles can make a throw. He has yet to be able to make one. We've seen this man, Drayden Owens, make some runs. Has an opportunity here and picks up some decent yardage on a 2nd and 15.
But I tell you what, that was good pursuit by the Hoover defense.
It's Cameron Bowen, number 43.
It's a quick pitch. Hoover did a nice job of getting over there.
Bowen, the linebacker, again, entered the game with over 50 tackles and 5 tackles for loss, did the junior, the weak side linebacker.
There was a lot of white shirts over there.
Again, 3rd down and 8 here. Can Eccles complete a key pass? Back to throw. Throws, and no one was home.
Look at 23.
Carson Miller was alone. Pass intended for Logan Fedor, though. That could be a problem, Elmer, the fact that they cannot settle into a passing game, which is funny because last week they hit on a long pass to Carson Miller to keep themselves in the game against McKinley.
You know, The good teams have to have balance.
And Hoover has balance.
They have
that is
balance.
one thing they have.
Now, can Hoover's defense keep playing like they are?
Third punt for Lake. Nice kick here. Torno will field this. Elliott.
Good coverage. Great coverage.
Brought down in the open field, and a host of Blue Streaks back there to help out. Gavin Shin there, as well as Gavin Infantino. But that's the end of the first quarter, and after one, the Old Carolina Barbecue Company scoreboard has the road Hoover Vikings in front by a touchdown. And we return back into Blue Streak Stadium. Start of the second quarter of play with the Hoover Vikings leading 7-0, and they have the ball to start this quarter. They have to go 77 yards here.
Hoover has quads right, and they're going to run the ball up the middle.
That's Gregualo, and he's pushed back, and again, charge led by the talented linebacker in there, and Nick Maricoki, that middle backer. Dan DeGeorge said we'd see a lot of him. We have tonight.
And there's Tobin, 58.
Tobin from that defensive line. He's a big boy. Second down. Ashby to throw. Drew Johnson has it. Johnson wrapped up in the open field, though. That's a beautiful open field tackle for Lake by the DB there, which was Trevor Wiersbicki. Nice tackle here in the open field.
But also was a nice throw. Now it's third down, what, 3?
Third and about 3.
About 3.
Ashby joined by Gregualo.
Trips right.
Ashby rolls that way, now rolls back the other way. All room to run. Connor Ashby picks up the first down and more across the 45. Nice run there, a pickup of 18 yards on that play. Was that a designed run, Elmer?
I don't think so. I think he was going to throw it right, and he felt some pressure, and he does what good athletes should do. Win your football games.
He's got the capability to win them on his lonesome. Hand off Gregualo here. Adam Gregualo. Not much to work with, but gets to about midfield for a pickup of about 3. Now, they went deep earlier in the game, and it worked, and Henny got behind the coverage. I'm wondering if they're going to do that again sometime soon.
Oh,
Elmer.
I'm sure. I'm sure.
Because Henny
he can get behind anybody.
Henny had more than a step.
Yeah. And if anything, throw it high for both of these wide guys. They're big, tall receivers.
Henny top of your screen, Graham bottom of your screen, both over 6'3". Oh. Hand off Gregualo, eaten up in the backfield though. Initially it was Brady Tobin, the defensive tackle, who got in there, and then Jacob Sturmey and Nick Maricoki, the linebackers, finish it off. Tobin disrupted this.
Oh, that's great play. Great play by Tobin.
He ran right through the H-back in Connor Maley.
Obviously, he has more talent than his dad.
Uh-oh. Calling out Kevin. Third and long.
He'll get me.
Johnson in motion.
See if they go deep on this one.
Pressure coming. Screen. Gregualo. Adam Gregualo in the open field. Gregualo into Lake territory to the 31. A beautiful play there. They needed 11, and they pick up 22.
This was a great call.
You know, that's the deceptive part of Adam Gregualo's game. He's caught now 18 passes this year for almost 300 yards, and he has 2 scores catching the football as well. Henny, bottom of your screen. Keeping his Ashby, Connor Ashby in the open field.
Nice open
brought
field tackle.
Down 2-on-2 there, and well, number 2 for Lake. Number 2 for Lake in the corner, and Bryce Snow wins that battle.
Number 2 won.
He did. One of the twos was going to win.
This is a great tackle.
Nearly a horse collar there. Yeah. He got awful close to the back of that jersey. Second and about 6, though. Ashby.
Oh, he's wide open.
That's Johnson.
Wide
Drew
open.
Johnson. Johnson, is he in? I think he's going to be down at the inch line again. He is. That's a pickup of 26. Second time.
He was wide open on this.
Wow.
Tell you what, good blocking out there by the end.
That was Trent Graham.
That was good blocking out there.
I thought he was in.
Again.
So Columber and Maley the up backs. Deep back is Grigualo. Handoff, Grigualo.
Oh, he just ran over.
Second rushing touchdown of the night for Adam Grigualo. His 8th of the year. And Hoover in early command of this football game, Elmer, here in the second quarter.
Boy, there's some hitting out there.
What would you expect between these Federal League foes?
North Canton is definitely, you know, they lost, what, 2 in a row? They look good so far. Now, can they keep that momentum, and can Lake come bouncing back here?
High snap, but Bircher gets it down, and Volas knocks it through.
You know, it'll be interesting to see if Lake tries to throw more. I'm not sure their quarterback is a great thrower.
He threw 34 times last week, completed 14 of them. We'll see.
Good. That's not a good percentage.
We'll see what the Blue Streaks have to do when they come back. They trail by 2 scores on the Old Carolina Barbecue Company scoreboard. Stay with us. Hoover out in front right now by a score of 14-0 on our Old Carolina Barbecue Company scoreboard. And Elmer, that was a gorgeous drive for the Vikes.
Boy, Hoover is controlling the clock and the ball and everything else. That drive was 9 plays, 78 yards, and it was finished by a 1-yard run by Grigualo, and the extra point was good. Hoover looks very good right now.
They look like the team that wants it just a bit more. Volas with a short kick here, heading towards the sideline. Not quite sure what the goal of that was.
I don't think that was a goal. Because they get the ball on, what, the 35-yard line now?
They will certainly get good field position.
Yes, they are.
You know, I wrote down one of the keys to the game. A storyline that I had, Elmer, was stopping.
35, yep.
Was stopping Drayden Owens, and he's had a couple of nice runs, but so far they have contained him, meaning Hoover has slowed down the 1,000-yard back to be in the junior.
Yes, they have. And he's a talented back. He has good speed, good balance. He's a good-looking running back.
1st and 10 here.
There we go.
That's
wide
Miller.
Open.
Carson Miller with a first down into Hoover territory. They go to the air, and it works out well.
First down, throwing the ball. Good call. That was a very good call.
Miller, the leading receiver entering the game.
Try it again.
Gets it again here. Carson, he's quick on the outside.
Picked up 8 yards on that one.
2nd and short coming up. This appears to be a hurry-up offense now, too, Elmer.
They're hurry up, and they run the play. You know, there's a motto in coaching. If you had success running something, run it again. Run it again till they stop it.
John DeMarco and that offensive coaching staff, of course, Coach DeMarco, the longtime coach at Louisville, and here is Drayden Owens. Owens
first down.
Gonna pick up the first down. He's so shifty.
He's a good back.
That play good enough for a Blue Streak. First down.
He's patient.
He just took one in the nostrils on that one.
It's not a good place to take one.
Oh.
First down.
See if they, oh.
High snap, and Eccles trying to make something happen here, simply throws it away.
It's a good move. Good move on that kid's part.
Didn't really panic there, did the junior?
No. It was a smart play. They're in 4-down territory. They have to be in 4-down territory, don't they?
Down
Being
14,
down
yeah, I mean,
being down 2 touchdowns.
And showing so far your inability to stop Hoover has been a problem. Coach DeGeorge knew that this was going to be a tough week for his team. Anytime you play a Federal League opponent, things are that much tougher. Here's Owens, straight in. Not much to do there. Inside the 35 of Hoover, and that's about it.
Well, you got to give Hoover credit. They're for giving up 400 yards last week. Running wise, they look real strong against the run today. And Lake can run the ball. There's no question about that.
They look disciplined. That was a Perry rushing attack that had 412 yards last week. Eccles to throw on a 3rd down. Eccles.
Nice throw there.
Nice throw. And Snow lost it going out of bounds, but they give him the catch. Enough for a 1st down here. If they had a review, I don't know if this would be a catch. See what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But hey, it's high school.
Hey.
Being told by the truck and Dean Marini that he made a football move. Not that I disagree with that. Thanks to our image video crew tonight as well. 1st down here.
Oh.
Owens loses it, but he falls back on it. They've put the ball on the turf a couple times tonight already.
Yes, they have. Yes, they have. They've been very fortunate. They've recovered them both times.
2nd and long here. Owens gets the give. Drayden. He's inside the 20, but again, Eccles in a throwing situation. Now, last week, Owens was contained in the 1st half by McKinley, and in the 2nd half, he had over 100 yards. I think the multitude of carries that he'll get over the night will eventually
get him
wear
over
a defense down, but it's just a matter of getting him there. A couple weeks ago, Jackson shut him down. They held him under 100. But it's a 3rd and about 8 here. Eccles to throw, going end zone. Snow can't hang on. Over his head. Not a bad ball here, overthrown though.
Nice defense too. What's Lake going to do? They're going to go for it.
Well, I think you got to. Down 2 scores, right?
Yeah. Yeah. What are they going to punt it? And put it on the 20?
Both these teams coming off back-to-back losses. Both in critical need of a win tonight. Eccles to throw. Man is
nice
there.
Throw.
It's caught.
Touchdown.
And he is in for the touchdown. 19 yards out. Aaron Phillips with the touchdown reception. 4th touchdown of the year for Jake Eccles, the junior. And this is a nominee for a rock-solid play of the game. Brought to you by Friends and Family Credit Union. This is a pretty beautiful throw, Elmer.
This was a great throw by this kid. Boy, he was wide open, wasn't he? He was wide open.
Fired it in there. And Chase Abdul to attempt the extra point now. He's missed 4 all year. And he keeps it at just that. Well, for the second time tonight on the SARTA Zero Emissions bus, let's take a ride down to the sideline and check in with Noah Hiles. Noah.
John, Lake has had a huge amount of success going forward on 4th down this year. That was their 15th attempt going forward on 4th down. They are 11 of 15. They were over 71% coming into today. Their first time they go forward on 4th down tonight, you see, is their first time they put points on the board against the Hoover Vikings.
Noah, that is a fantastic stat. Thanks for that report. That's really well done, and it shows that never quit mentality, Elmer. It shows that they play and they don't let the situation in the game affect the way they think mentally.
Well, if you know Danny DeGeorge, that's not surprising. He's, you know, when Danny was a player, that's the kind of guy he was. He was a tough individual.
Just a gorgeous play here. He was almost just knocked out. Tell you what, give the young man who got over there in Zach Evans from that defensive secondary credit. He made a hard hit. We'll get the drive summary after the kickoff here, Elmer, by Abdul. Abdul kicks it.
Not very deep.
And Drew Johnson fields it. Here is Drew Johnson. Johnson with a decent return across the 30, and that drive summary out.
Okay, number of plays is 10, total yards 65, and it was a 19-yard TD pass from Eccles to Phillips, and the extra point was good. We got a good football game going on here right now.
I don't know that we expected anything different between these two ball clubs.
No. I know one thing, I would have been disappointed if these two, because they come from good programs. Both of them are well coached, and there's a lot of tradition with both of these teams.
The names over the years that you think about, the Durbins and the Viscounts and the Cochrans at Lake, and then, of course, the Hurtlers and Ed Glass, and here's Adam Grigualo on first down, and he's pushed backwards.
Now Lake's fired up.
Brady Tobin again. He's had a beautiful game off of that defensive line, the defensive tackle, Elmer. Coach Dan DeGeorge called him a hard, nasty, tough kid, and he plays that way.
Yes, he did. He pushed the ball carrier back, and pushing that running back is no easy assignment, that's for sure. He's always going forward.
Second down here, Ashby to throw.
Wide open.
Johnson's there. This is Drew Johnson. Drew Johnson. Enough for a first down and more. Near midfield. You know, Connor Ashby, Elmer, he's the county leader in touchdown passes at 20. And he has offers on the table from Central Michigan, Toledo, and Bowling Green. And he has tons of Power 5 interest, and you can see why.
Yeah. I hate repeating myself, but he's a good athlete. He can go back there and throw it. He can throw on the run.
Here's Grigualo again, and well, whereas at first that was working, now Lake's starting to wisen up to the running of Adam Grigualo a bit.
They're playing more aggressive, Lake. That touchdown really helped Lake. Gave him a lot of motivation.
Confidence.
A lot of motivation.
Football is a big game of confidence, is it not, Elmer?
Momentum goes back and forth. How many times it goes back and forth in a game?
Uncle Mo, he is a funny man, that is for sure.
And he's fickled.
Ashby to throw. Drew Johnson can't hang on.
He might have threw that too hard.
Can you believe that he has completed 74% of his passes this year? But here's the crazier part. That's the second best completion percentage in the county.
Kid from
Maslin.
Oh, Maslin?
Has an 83% completion percentage, Aiden Longwell. Entering tonight, he was 63 of 76.
But again, they're all short passes.
Third down here. Ashby wants to go deep. That is Johnson, and he hauls it in.
I spoke too soon. I said they're short passes, and then he goes deep.
This is a rope.
Yeah, that's well thrown.
Look at that.
That's
Beautiful
perfect.
ball.
Perfect.
And Hoover again on the move. 1st and 10 now. Down to the Lake 16. Under 3 minutes in this first half. Ashby 6 for 8 so far. Very accurate, as always. Here's Grigualo now. Adam Grigualo, who has 2 rushing touchdowns tonight. Picks up a handful on that carry. So Lake defense, it's only giving up 15 points per game. They give up 158 passing yards per game. They forced 13 turnovers this year. That's been one of their calling cards. Grigualo faked by Ashby, and Ashby really nowhere to go there. 3rd down upcoming.
3rd and what, 1, 2?
It's going to be short, I know that.
3rd and 2. Good play here.
He read that well.
Yes, he did. And Lake played it well. Lake played it well.
3rd and 2 is marked on the scoreboard.
And this is definitely 4-down territory here.
7-yard line. Bottom of your screen, out of the picture, is Brock Henney. Ashby to throw. Pressure coming. Rolls out, still looking, throws.
Oh,
it's
nice
caught,
play.
and it's a
Nice
touchdown. A 7-yard touchdown to the tight end in Tristan Imhoff, but a flag is down. It may be coming back. Lake fans applauding as if it will.
Was a lineman downfield?
We will get the official call here. An eligible man downfield. Nice eye, Elmer.
Thank you. It's a trained eye.
Even in your old age.
Even with my bifocals on.
That's right. This was a nice play, though.
That was an exceptional play.
That's why he's getting Power 5 looks.
Yeah.
But 3rd down and 7
The only
to
thing
go
that may
now.
hurt him is his size.
Yep. Just 6'1", but he's only a junior.
Yeah.
Could grow a bit more. 3rd and 7 here. Ashby. Corner of the end zone. Graham.
Nice.
Did he haul it in?
No.
It was incomplete.
Huh?
I believe we're going to get a beautiful look at this. And we're going to see if Trent Graham, the senior at 6'5", brought this in. This was close. It was, I don't know about that. I think that was a touchdown. Yanni Volas now to attempt the field goal. .29-yard attempt. Volas kicks it high and kicks it through. So Hoover adds points, but, well, if you look at the replay that we just gave you, they should have added more than just 3. They lead by 10, though, with under a minute left in this first half.